Welcome to the spirit of Forza Motorsport. Skip, only if it actually sounded that good. Talking about good, welcome to our limited card choice of the Honda NSX. Hopefully I get to pick a decent colour for it. Yes, I can actually pick green. That's actually quite a nice green. Talking about what else is quite nice is I can actually tune this car up. So we're going to put racing tyres on it. That keeps me in the limit. Increase the front tyre width and the rear tyre width. There, 587. And there we go. 600 on the button, straight to Fujimi Kaido. Full circuit actually, and I've raced this probably about 4 times. So it can only go well. Starting off in position 10. Quite a mixed bag of cars here, so I don't know why I got limited to the NSX. I would have so preferred that Skyline behind. Or maybe the Dodge. I don't know about the Dodge. There's a Skyline up ahead as well. Yeah, the mixed bag of cars is kind of unusual, especially considering we was quite limited. That's all I can think of. We've got a Corvette, a Viper, Skyline, RX-7 up ahead. That's as far as the eye can see at the moment, because everybody's just driving two abreast. Clean though. Can't really grumble too much at that. Absolutely flat out of this hill. We've got the world's longest gear changes, this car. I don't know why. You can actually change cars faster in a manual than you can actually in this game. And I'm on about a manual bus, not a manual car. It's so slow, and running manual with clutch really doesn't help matters either. What else doesn't help matters? There is damage on, and walls do affect this car. So I have to try and take it a little bit easier than that. Position 1, 2, and 3 are long off in the distance. We're sat comfortable in position 4. Look how far they've gone. And look at this beautiful scenery. I mean, this track is absolutely stunning. That's one of the reasons I actually find it really hard to race on it, because I just get too distracted by the scenery. It is a track that you could just flow through smoothly. You don't have to race. You don't have to go bonkers. Beautiful trees there. Look at that purple whilst I'm scraping the wall. Leaves on the floor as well. It is so well done. And give credit where credit's due to Turn 10 on this one. Work of absolute art. And the same as this water fountain up ahead, actually. I couldn't get the words out then. Beautiful bit of scenery. That's actually a great place to chill out and get a great photo shoot as well. Digressing on what's from the actual happening in the race, and we just overtake Vin Diesel and crash into a wall. Crash into Vin Diesel. Get a 0.5 second penalty for severity. Now, technically, that wasn't my fault. There was a wall in the way. That wall did actually heavily affect this car, and bounced off the wall hitting Vin Diesel definitely affected my safety rating. No worries, because we're in position 3 chasing down another RX-7. I definitely think that was probably a better choice for this race. Don't get me wrong, this Honda, I've not done no tuning to it. I just literally took it out of the showroom and away we went, besides adding the tyres. Drives like an absolute dream. Vin Diesel, on the other hand, does not. He likes to block you in and cause all manners of mayhem. And that's the AI for you. Got to absolutely adore it, and what a beautiful bridge that was. Coming to the end of this race though, we finished the race in position 4. Not bad considering I've done this track about the same amount of times as my finishing position overall. Obviously all the winners were an RX-7, so clearly that was the OP car for this race. But we're going to head over to Maple Valley now. And there's a Ferrari in front of us, so that's going to be interesting, shall we say. Wow, look at the wheels on the car on the left on that Corvette. They are chrome. Vin Diesel is actually behind us in this race, which is a great place for them to be, away from us. As everybody's going too wide in turn 1, I go into the back of the Ferrari. There's another Ferrari there, look at that. Up the inside of the next Ferrari. And we are up to position 5. Oh, a Skyline, another Ferrari. There's a lot of Ferraris. Another Skyline that's going slow as anything. And we are now in position 2. Okay. Well, that was easier than I thought. To be fair, position 1 is like a mile away. They had one hell of a run out of this race. I just don't understand it. How everybody's too abreast back here, and then we got this person just gone off in the wind, and like they're in their own race. And the AI is set to 7. I didn't want to go to 8. I couldn't be bothered battling to 8, to be quite honest. I'm just more impressed at how far this car has gone all by themselves. I mean, okay, we're starting to spread out a bit behind. Everybody's no longer too abreast and more in a snake. Yeah, credit where credit's due. Unless that is Vin Diesel up ahead. There was the same kind of car behind us. I could be mistaken. Is that Vinny 1 or Vinny 2? I would say that is Fast and Furious number 1, when it's had the nitrous and left everybody racing on the start line. And Vinny 2 is behind us as the franchise started to change. We'll put it that way. I don't know. Either way, they break into this corner, which twice. You don't need a brake. What are you doing? Proper upset this car. That is a naughty tactic to play there, sir. Breaking into that section and settling the car behind. There's a tactic I might have to use in the future. Copying the AI. Can't be wrong. AI is the smartest thing in the world, is it not? Unless it's in Forza Motorsport. Then the AI is unusually weird. Talk about unusually weird. This Honda is actually really excelling at this track. It's a really great car. That green on it. Look at the shine from the sky onto the bonnet. Absolutely beautiful. And it goes to show Honda NSX for the win as we overtake Vinny. Coming up to our last lap now. We set not a clean lap up to now. We're setting a best lap time of a 142.073. Front tyres are goosed. It is a short length race on the soft tyres. Poor choice really, considering how tyre hungry Maple Valley is. But I honestly thought that these tyres would last a little bit longer, considering the car isn't all that powerful. And sometimes when you put racing tyres on street cars, they do last a little bit longer compared to, let's say, GT or touring cars. That was not the case though. That was not the case. Thing on my side though was, although the tyres were on minor wear, they didn't seem to suffer all that much, which is a plus, I guess, if you look at it that way. Although I think this car could do with tuning. I think the front tyres were like 35 psi, and I was just like, I'm not changing that. Let it be. Because clearly the developers knew more than I did when setting up a base tune on racing tyres. Just saying. Oh dear me. Butchering up this hill, because I was trying to make sure I stay on the track. Keep to the right hand side here and then swing it back over to the left. Hopefully we actually make this lap a full clean lap and might actually set a best fast lap at the end of this race. Coming down this drop section here, this car doesn't perform all that well, and as you can see, my lap time has gone down. Same as this corner here, the NSX didn't really enjoy it all that much, but we do cross the line with a actual clean lap. Not gonna be the fastest, but that's a 142.073, which is our fastest dirty lap. Great things though, we get to tune this car to limit class of A, where we go in first straight to transmission, because I can't deal with that long shifting anymore. That was horrendous. Right, so we're at 609. Do I do power or do I do brakes? Let's do brakes. We need to stop better, need to handle better, get a bit of weight reduction on there. You know, just to be fair, this car is quite powerful. We just need to make sure it handles better, and that actually might be the winning formula here. It's not all about the power, although it does help. Now let's get a front bumper. What we got? Oh, that's pretty nice. Okay, yep. Rear wing, a little bit fatter. Rear bumper. So that little tab there gives me a 0.1 in handling, a 0.2 in braking, and a little bit more in speed and a little bit more in acceleration. That little toe whack. 2 little bubbles on the bonnet as well. Oh dearie me, how on earth does that even work out? Will I get turbo? No. Yeah, some little things in the tuning menus are left to be questioned by the choices of the developers, how a little bit of a toe pitch thing provides downforce, better grip. I mean, unless the bumpers turn into carbon fiber, I very much doubt it's going to make that much of a difference, even if it was. Where are we at? 698, a little bit more. I don't think we can get to 700. Well, we managed to find the magical 700. It's a sports flywheel, and I can actually add an oil cooler to this, a street cooler, and it doesn't affect anything but gives me a little bit more power. Yes, I'll have more car points, I'll use them up, I've got all this money, might as well spend it. Heading over to Laguna Seca, we have a very chrome, wow, this car just took off. I think it's a Lamborghini to the left. There's Vinny, there's another 33, we have a Corvette. Again, I'm not 100% sure what that end car is. Let me know down in the comments below. Is it a Lambo? I can't think of it off the top of my head. It's really thrown me. Lotus. That's it. Lotus. They really threw me off. It was a nail in my head and I just couldn't get it right. There's Corvettes back here. Vipers back here. Yeah. This racing gearbox has made all the difference. Well worth the choice on that one. Come on, faster. You can go faster through there. I've got a car to my left. Let's go. Whoop, steady. Steady. Thank you. Okay, you braked quite early there. Let's go through the inside. And up there we go. Oh my gosh, they massively braked to let me through. Thank you ever so much. Up to second place, halfway through the first lap. Catching up to the car up ahead in position 1. Listen to this thing rev away. This tune has made this car come alive. And thankfully, the brakes work really, really well. Oop, steady. Came that much alive and nearly bit my face off. Down the hill we go, trying to catch up to said position 1. I have no idea what the name of position 1. I turned it all off because they don't use like generic names. They use people's names that you're friends with and that you've raced with before. I don't know if I like that or not. I gotta be honest with you. It'll be cool if you had some cool generic names as well. And up the inside we go. The power of this NSX is no match for that Lotus on the right hand side. I'm gonna call it Lotus. If I am actually incorrect though, let me know down below. Talk about let me know down below. I would like to take a moment out to thank our channel members, which are Andy Good, Sigmatic, Daniel Adams, Crazy, AK47 and Spectral Rain. Thank you guys ever so much for supporting the channel, and if you'd like to be part of this leaderboard, hit that join button down below and become a channel member. Honestly, it's really surprising how good this tune really is. A little bit of fiddling here and there to make the car behave a little bit better. I removed some of the rear downforce after putting the spoiler on, added some front downforce, and this car has really come to life. And it sounds incredible. Gotta give credit where credit's due. This Honda sounds great. Listen to that rasp of the engine. Coming up to the top of the corkscrew, lap 4, top of the hill, braking down to second gear. We're quite a bit away from the cars behind, setting a good corkscrew. Out the other side we go, and through a moment of distraction, we go a little bit wide. Brake, flick the car around too far, get a 0.2 second penalty for a small time gain. A small time gain whilst I was braking off the track, vehicle out of control, and I totally mess it up. It's the fastest penalty I've actually ever been received. Where usually when you have a situation like that, it takes a little bit longer to calculate. It must be because it's online racing rather than offline racing. But still, unjustified penalty for actually probably lost about 5 seconds, give or take. I mean, don't get me wrong, the off track I certainly didn't gain off either, because I was much slower going through that curve as I went off track into the gravel than I would have if I stayed on the tarmac and I actually took the corner correctly. Just saying. But the stewards know best, and the stewards are gods in this race, and we cannot argue with such stewards. It actually would be really funny if you could actually contest to an extent the penalty. Just a thought. Coming up to halfway through this lap, position 1, lap 5, we are actually setting a better lap time here than we did previously. Hopefully it will be a clean lap at the end of this race. Let's come to the top of this hill. tyres actually done really well. So I think with the other tunes I've done has provided the tyres to last a bit longer, because again I'm on soft tyres, but they are not really onto minor wear yet. So we have a little bit left. So yeah, I've done something right for once, which is really impressive for me. Except for that last corner, that was not impressive. We are, though, a few times up at the end of this race. We're going to be setting a best lap time of a 1:31.114, which I think for this kind of car is actually really good. 1:15, sorry, my mistake. Heading over to Sunset Peninsula, a track that I've done just as many times as Fujimi Kaido. I don't know. This track is not something I aim to look out for. Same as Vin Diesel to the right, I don't look out for them either. Getting proper sandwiched in between them at that precise moment. Don't get me wrong, it's a cool, pretty track, and I really do enjoy it though in the NASCAR ovals. It's this bit of the track I'm not massively fond of. It's got great flow to it, don't get me wrong, really great flow. I don't have great flow. Get taken out by the Esprit behind us. I'm breaking into this section here. I think it has a unique taste. It's certainly not as pretty as Fujimi. There's no two ways about it. It's really not as pretty, but it is a great track overall. And like I said, I do really enjoy it in NASCAR ovals, except for that last bank before you go to the start-finish line. That bank, if you take it wrong, really just bite your face off, because the way it's cambered over and that wall comes at you so quickly. Still fun track overall, as we just literally plow our way through two cars right there. Catching up to the vet up ahead, I think that's probably a better choice for this kind of race, due to the outer bank we're about to join on in a moment. They're certainly going to be a little bit quicker than myself, I reckon. Although we do still have a better run than they do. So why not help the AI out a little bit and just give them a bit of a push? How do they react? Will they brake test us because they're going faster than what the computer anticipated? Who knows? Okay, they're leaving us behind whilst we're in the slipstream. I told you that was the right choice of car. Oh, God, brake. Yep, that'll be handy. That's what I mean. It's easy to get caught up with what's going on and what should be going on. And, oh, steady on. That's quite the cut across. Thankfully, no contact was made to my miraculous skill of brake pedal. And going up the inside of them here, trying to get that move done. We're 5 seconds up this lap alone. Braking into this section, quite a slow corner. And then you pretty much cut across these two, which is quite nice. It's hard to get a penalty unless you royally mess it up. And coming out of this section here, you got such a wide open area to bank over to. It really does suit quite nicely. This corner here, though, you got to be very mindful of. It doesn't look as sharp as it actually is, but it really is. I'd say more than 90-degree hairpin. It's got a little bit more, probably about 95. So it can bite you where you don't really want it to. Braking at 200 board for this section, possibly a little bit late, or we've done probably a bit more braking force, but it was locking up ever so slightly. Out to the outer ring we go, and roll towards the start finish line. Thankfully, the Corvette behind is not in said slipstream, so they're not going to start reeling us in, but probably towards the end may gain about 2 tenths overall. And jumping ahead to lap 4, we forget where we are, and there's a wall here. Ouch! Damage is on, I like to point out. Damage is on. And we was quite far ahead of the cars behind. Annoyingly, there's quite a bit of damage to this vehicle. I would certainly say the brakes, the disc, well, brakes and disc are the same thing. So brakes, suspension, tyre. Was that it on the front that was broken? Pretty sure. And you can see how broken it is as we brake for this corner now, and I'm fighting it to go left, and the car's still going straight. Yeah. 3 out of 4 brakes working. It's still better than 0 out of 4. Although I'd probably prefer one of the rear brakes to be broken, not the front brakes. Because if the rear brake's broken, it's not going to affect the handling all that much. And compared to what the front is doing to me at the moment. Thankfully, they were holding it together for this final push towards the end of the race. Oh, we actually come up to a car. Look at the map. Wow. How slow do they need to be going that in 5 laps I'm almost catching them? Oh, dear me. I reckon another lap we could have lapped the AI. So 6 laps at sunset you can lap the AI. Incredible work. And talking about what's incredible is this Honda NSX. Beautiful car. Look how stunning it is. Completes all the races. Pretty much all of them in first place besides the first one. And it sings and dances ever so well. So while I only had limited choice, 4 car choice at the beginning of the race, it was the right car choice overall. I do wonder though, for Spirit of Forza Motorsport number 2, what car choices would I have there? Would it be singular again? Do I get a car choice? And if it is, what car will it be? Ooh, I won a trophy. Go trophy. And 15,000 credits. Oh yeah. Ooh, we've also got another driver suit.